Well, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video here. In this video, as you guys can see, um, I'm going to be talking about something a little different, as you guys can see here. I'm basically going to be explaining, and look, I don't talk about wrestling on my channel at all. I don't talk about WWE or anything on my channel. Um, because this is a horror channel and I just talk about movies. But I am going to talk about wrestling and basically give you guys reasonings why I don't watch no more. Um, so as you guys know, I've been a fan of wrestling probably since I probably started watching wrestling when I was like 5 years old. Um, but I quit watching it a few years back for a lot of reasonings. Um, so I'm going to talk about that here in a minute, but I just wanted to do a little something different. I wanted to talk, about something. I kind of want to change it up a little bit. So, I don't really talk about wrestling on the channel as much because it is a horror channel, and I talk about movies. I don't talk about wrestling at all. So, I'm just gonna basically give you guys like my reasonings of why I don't watch. Okay. So the number one reason, okay, is that it's the same old matchups. Okay, that's all I have to say. Like we don't really get anything new or anything like that. It's always the same shit every week. Sorry for my language, but I just don't watch it no more because it's just not the same like it used to be when I was a kid. Um, like nowadays it's more of like back in the day when I used to watch it, um, back when I was like 5 or so or 7, um, it used to be like rated R. So it was way before like they were able to basically do whatever they wanted. They were able to say whatever they wanted. Um, and now it's just like they have to like read a script. So it's not really the same no more like it used to be. So I really don't like wrestling no more. I mean, I do. Of course, I don't hate it. Hate it. I just don't watch anymore. And there's a lot of reasons. Number one, the same old matchups. Number two, they have young talent on there on the show. They got young talent that they don't utilize. Number three, they're Vince McMahon is a dickhead. Sorry for sorry for my language again, but Vince McMahon is absolutely. I don't understand like why this man has a job still. Honestly, I mean he literally got fired for um I think he got fired for something. I think he was being investigated or something by the federal government, I believe it was. I forget what it was, but I think he retired for a while there. And um I guess he's apparently back now. I guess. I don't know. But there's a lot of bad stuff that he's done in the past, in terms of steroids, in terms of, you know, wrestlers dying and all that. He's had a lot of dead bodies in this closet for sure. But I don't really like. I just don't like it. I don't like the wrestling the way it is today. It's just not the way it used to be. It's always somebody's got to write the script for you, and you got to read it. Like you can't be yourself or anything like that. So I kind of have a problem with all that. I have a problem with um, I just have a problem with the same old matchups that we get every week, and I just don't watch. It's just like what's the point if you're gonna give us the same thing over and over and over again? Like, why the hell do I want to watch? You know. So I've never been like I quit watching a few years ago for that reasoning. It's the same old crap every week, It never changes. You get the same old wrestlers that fight. You basically get the same old matchups. You get Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar every day, every week. Like, it's absolutely just, it gets old after a while. They don't let anybody else, get a damn chance like Samoa Joe or something like that, because he's a wrestler that I feel like was underrated. And same with what's his name, Bray Wyatt. Like he's underrated. Which, rest in peace. That was sad when I heard the news that he passed away. Um, but yeah, like those two wrestlers alone, Samoa Joe is probably the most underrated wrestler that I've seen. His mic skills, all that. So I just feel like he's underrated, and he's he's underutilized. So I really don't understand why they keep continuing to give us the same matchups every week. It's like they don't change it up. They don't change it up. Brock Lesnar, it's always Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns. And that gets a little old after a while. Nobody wants to watch that shit because we've seen that matchup many, many times. I mean, and we don't really get to see any of these young wrestlers get a chance to shine. You always got to put the title on somebody that's been the champion many times. Like, you always got to put it on, Brock Lesnar. You always got to put it on Roman Reigns. Those are like the two wrestlers you always put it on. You don't give it to anybody else. You don't give it to like a Samoa Joe. You don't give it to somebody like Dolph Ziggler even. I mean, he's another guy that I really liked. There's just so many wrestlers that are so underrated that don't get utilized. And it gets really old after a while. So, and even Seth Rollins was a WWE champion. I would say maybe I don't know how long it's been. It's been about 6 years, I believe. But he's been the WWE champion before, obviously. And a guy like Samoa Joe, there's just no reason why he hasn't won the belt. There's just no reason. I mean, this dude's literally, I feel like Bray Wyatt. Okay, Bray Wyatt, I think, was the WWE champion around, I would say, in SmackDown. I think he won the championship once. One time. Actually, a few times under The Fiend as well. But it's actually crazy that Samoa Joe never got the belt. He never got the chance. They never put the belt on him, never gave him that chance, to shine, which is absolutely mind-boggling. So I just don't really understand why they keep on pushing the same old wrestlers. They don't want to give anybody else a chance, And then Vince McMahon, I think he's racist too, because every time a black wrestler goes out there or something like that, he always basically embarrasses them and shit, has them go out there and do stupid shit, And it's just it gets really old after a while. And I know there's people out there that are fans that still watch, because they've been longtime fans and they're just not. And I understand that, I'm a fan of football and I can't quit watching it, So it's and I said that I said that I wouldn't quit watching wrestling. I said that I wouldn't quit, but I lied about that because I just got tired of it after a while. Especially when you start watching, you see the same old shit every week, You just can't watch it for as long. I used to watch it every week, every Monday, after school, when I was in school and all that. After school, every Monday night, I would always watch it. But not no more. I just don't watch because it's just not as fun no more like it used to be. And I honestly, AEW is, I would say AEW is pretty good. It's pretty solid. I would say it's not terrible, but it's also not um, great either. I mean, I think it's better than WWE for sure. You know, um, and I think they're actually in. I think they were in. I think they were trying to compete with WWE, I believe. So that, yeah, I think they were trying to compete with each other. You know, um, and I think AEW is actually the most watched. I believe more than WWE right now. So, yeah, I'm just, I don't know. I just quit watching it after a while. It kind of got old, as I was saying. And, there's a lot of wrestlers that I grew up liking, like Undertaker, like Kane, like um, John Cena, Brock Lesnar, obviously. Um, there's just so many great wrestlers, even Chris Benoit, you know, rest in peace. Eddie Guerrero as well. He's another great one. Rest in peace. Um, those are the two greatest wrestlers I've ever watched in my life. Probably like those are probably my all-time one of my favorites. Um, and Chris Benoit, he wrestled when I was I was probably at least like 7 years old when he started wrestling. So yeah, it's just not the same no more. It just isn't. You know, it isn't the same like it used to be, and it's just not the way it's just not the way it used to be, man. Like, and back in my day, like I was saying, they're able to do whatever they wanted. There was more blood. It was just more intense, and they'd have like barbed wire and all that type of shit. Like, um, they used to light like tables on fire and throw each other on it. Like, I mean, it was intense back in my day, and now it's not like that. Like they don't do anything like that anymore. And it's just like what happened to all the creativeness, Like there's no creativity anymore. It's just the same old shit over and over. It's like, the writers or whatever, the writers and you know, and Vince McMahon are just being lazy asses and don't want to do something new. And Bray Wyatt, before he passed away, a couple years back, um, somebody had asked him, like, what did he think about Vince McMahon not, or somebody asked him if he thought that Vince McMahon tries to ruin characters, and Vince McMahon, Bray Wyatt, Wyndham Rotunda said, yes, he does. So Wyndham Rotunda believed before he even passed, like a few years back on Twitter. This is probably like in 2019 or so. Um, he even said that Vince McMahon, would try to ruin characters and all that, and he knew that from the get go because he made he created the Fiend character, and that and then all of a sudden the Fiend character got buried, so he faced Goldberg, and all of a sudden, okay, this is my problem, okay, in that match. I know that was a while back ago, but that match still pisses me off, Um, so he faces Goldberg, right? He gets suplex. What's that? The jackhammer, I believe it was. Yeah, the jackhammer. Goldberg's move. He does the jackhammer on the Fiend, right? And that's basically it. That was the match. So the Fiend lost literally off of one suplex. Like it was just a little suplex, and he lost. And I'm just like, what the hell, man? Like, why the hell are you guys sitting there doing that to Bray Wyatt's character, And that was like in 2019. And like I was saying, he was such a great wrestler. Rest in peace to him. He was a great wrestler, and I was really shocked when I heard the news that he passed, but you know, but yeah, he was definitely an underrated wrestler for sure, you know. Um, but yeah, it's definitely not the same no more, you know. It just isn't. Characters get ruined. A lot of the younger like Samoa Joe, right? I mean, he okay, the this is what the rumor is. So the rumor is that Vince McMahon didn't like Samoa Joe's like size, supposedly. Like he was basically calling Samoa Joe like too fat or something like that. I don't know why. Um, but he was calling Samoa Joe fat, basically. I guess he was saying he was too big or something. Like, I don't know. So, and then after that, Samoa Joe ended up getting, released from WWE and whatnot um, for some odd reason. And then I think he ended up in AEW. I believe he's in AEW. Let me know in the comments, guys, down below if you guys know for sure if he's in AEW or not. But yeah, I don't really know 100%. I don't really follow. I don't really follow it as much. So, um, but yeah, I really don't know if I really just don't watch for those reasoning. It's just the same old crap every week. The younger stars don't get utilized enough. Still, it's like they always want to push the same old wrestlers over and over. Like Roman Reigns is like their main like guy they like, which I don't have a problem with him or anything like that. It's not his fault that they want to keep putting the belt on him and all that. But it's just like after a while, I think Roman Reigns is probably one of the most hated. He's probably like John Cena. Like a lot of people hate John Cena, and a lot of I think Roman Reigns is about the same, kind of similar to him. Like a lot of people just don't like him because, again, he's I don't know. He always gets he always gets the good, he always gets, the title. He always gets the belt. And nobody else, these younger stars don't get, are not able to get the belt, and he always gets the belt. So I don't think anybody likes him because of that. And also John Cena, okay, the John Cena thing, a lot of people don't like him because he is I guess a lot of people liked his Thugonomics gimmick. They don't like his new gimmick, what he is now. A lot of people find it to be a little fishy, because he used to be Thugonomics. He used to come out, he used to rap and all that. Like, um, but yeah, he's just not like that anymore. So a lot of people don't like his character. People feel like he's a little cheesy nowadays, which I understand. I totally get it. Um, but yeah, it's definitely. I mean, a lot of people think that he's like the Barney. He's like the Barney of wrestling, like, and he basically is. He basically is because you know, he does make a wish and all that, and a lot of people just and look, like, why does that bother people so much? You know, I don't understand like why that would bother people so much. Like, why does what he does? What like why do you care? Why do you care about what he does? You know, I mean, he's doing he's doing something good with his life. He's not like doing anything bad. At least he's trying to help like children and all that. So it's not like he's doing something like bad. Like so so I don't understand like why people even like care and say that why they care what he does for. But and that's the main reason. But yeah, he's basically like the Barney of the WWE, I think. And a lot of people hate him. And people hate Roman Reigns because he always gets, a better treatment than these young wrestlers. They always seem to put the title on him over anybody else. So, A lot of people just don't like Roman Reigns. I think Roman Reigns and John Cena are, without a doubt, the most hated wrestlers in the WWE probably right now. They have been for a while. But yeah, I definitely, I don't know. It's not the same no more. Wrestling, this isn't the same, and a lot of the creativity and all that, it's all gone. They don't have, there's no creativity. It's always just pure laziness. That's what it seems like, just pure laziness. And they just don't want to, do anything new. So that's basically why I don't like it and why I don't watch anymore. I'm not saying I don't like it anymore. I'm just saying I don't watch, for those reasonings, as I was just saying. And there's just no creativity. Nobody wants to watch the same old matchups. Nobody wants to watch Goldberg come back, which I hate that dude because he's greedy as hell. He doesn't care about anybody else other than himself. So I think he comes back just to be a greedy bastard, honestly, and I don't like him. I've never liked Goldberg. I'm sorry. He's too greedy, and I never liked him. But that's basically all I got for you guys. For this video, I just wanted to kind of talk about like why I don't like WWE, or not like it, but why I don't watch anymore. Because I know this is something different. I usually do stream videos. I usually talk about Halloween and whatnot, but I wanted to do something a little different on the channel, because I don't really talk about wrestling that much, and I don't really talk about. I mean, it is considered entertainment, so it's similar, I guess, to movies, right? I mean, I know it's like a sport, but you get what I mean. So I just wanted to do a little, something different. Talk about basically why I don't watch anymore. Because I don't know if any of you guys knew that I used to watch. I just wanted to give you guys a reason why I don't watch no more. And let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let me know if you guys watch, or if you guys don't watch, tell me why you don't. I want to hear from you guys in the comments. But until next time, y'all, see you in the next one. And be sure to hit the like button.